planning on doing this live today. Sorry for no updates, no warnings, no anything. I apologize, but had a flight delayed this morning for work. I was already up early. I have no idea how many of you will even watch this. Maybe some of you will get this later in your day, but I've needed a live. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get a live out there. I know a lot of you have asked me, Austin, when are you gonna go live next? When are you gonna talk to us? So I apologize. It has been a hot minute since I've done a live. I think it's probably been 3 or 4 months. So well overdue. Super excited to chat with you guys. I'm on my phone, so I don't know how well I'll be able to view messages or comments, but given as how early I'm doing this, there might not be a lot of you that actually end up joining this. But for those of you who are catching this later, welcome. Guys, a lot of things happening, a lot of fun things. I've been enjoying the WRX, absolutely enjoying the WRX. I've had a lot of fun owning this car, making the videos. The videos have done really well and have been very well received, and so I still believe in kind of my method for this channel and what I've been doing, and so it's been fun to see, and honestly it's been a fun car to drive. It's been quite enjoyable. I've really enjoyed a lot of the aspects of it. Some updates for you guys in terms of the WRX. New wheels are now on the car, which is awesome. You guys are gonna see kind of like a brief snippet on my next video that's coming out this Friday. I try to upload every week, Friday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and on my detailing channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to that, there's a link in the description below. Please check out my detailing channel. I try to release videos every Monday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you guys are into detailing cars, I'm not a professional. I am a weekend warrior just like a lot of you. And I just want to share with you guys things that I learn, mistakes that I make and everything. But new wheels, you guys are gonna kind of see a small thumbnail kind of hint at the wheels that are on it. And if you guys are following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram, gonin_60. You can see the wheels right now. But a little frustrating, the wheel place. I don't know if you guys have this. They scratched one of the wheels a little bit. It's funny. The longer I'm with cars or different things, my expectations I have to lower. I just wish things didn't happen, and that's just life, right? But one of the wheels kind of got nicked up a little bit. I was able to buff it. Hey, ESS Motorsports, sup, man? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, one of the wheels got scratched a little bit. I'm gonna be able to fix it, and I'm gonna have to just take maybe some spray paint and just kind of dab it on. But I was able to remove kind of the deep scratch off of there, and definitely a bummer, but it's just frustrating. You buy these cars, you know, my WRX had scratches underneath the under tray. Nothing's perfect, and I just have to get used to it. Hey, Jim. I did ceramic coat my windshield. I ceramic coated every piece of glass in this car. So it's held up really well. I did 2 coats on the paint. I only did 1 coat, I believe, on the windows. So, but highly recommend it. This car has been a breeze to clean up. I also ceramic coated the wheels as well. So we'll see how those hold up. So yeah, been enjoying the WRX. Video out this Friday is going to be my suggestions on what I think Subaru could do to this platform in terms of the refresh, that are just small minor changes that they could do that would just greatly enhance the sales of this car. The sales, I'm excited to see the April numbers come in, because I have a feeling that if you look through January through April, it'll be the strongest selling months for Subaru they've ever had on the WRX. So it's been a fun car. I have some more modification things I want to do to it, but go check out my Instagram. It has the wheels on there, so super pumped. What's cool about the wheels, I think I saved like 4 pounds each wheel, so you know, if maybe I cut down a little bit on the burgers, I might be able to lose even more weight for the car. But definitely having fun. Let's see, did you get any dragging on the blades after? Dragging on the blades, I'm not sure what you mean, Jim. Dragging on the blades after. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you're talking about. Maybe the wheels. Yeah, so one of the things that is coming up on the channel is within the next month, you guys will see a new car on the channel. Does that mean I'm selling the WRX? No, nope, still keeping the WRX for now. I've had the car now, what, 4 or 5 months, so if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you know, 4 to 5 months, it's a long time. Just making fun of myself, but no, I definitely like switching out cars and trying different platforms. It's funny, I'm looking at a Subaru dealership across the street right now, and I can count 4 WRXs. So if you guys are here in Utah, Mark Miller Subaru, it looks like they have a sapphire blue. I don't remember what the red color is called, and they have a World Rally blue, which I'm surprised that one's still there, and they have a white one. So yeah, definitely a lot of WRXs on the market. I think Subaru's flooded it with it. But back to the new car on the channel, I will be adding a new car on the channel. It won't be replacing the WRX, it'll be an addition to. It's a car I've wanted for a long time. It is a new car, it is a manual, and it is rear wheel drive. So I'll leave it at that. That's as many hints as I'll give you guys. But this is a car that I've wanted for some time. I've had an order on this car since last December. Oh, windshield wiper blades, when the windshield repels the rain, mine actually got my wiper motor hot. You know, I'm trying to think. I've only had it rain a couple times since I've done it, and I haven't had any issues with the wiper blades or anything sticking. But it's only rained maybe once or twice on it. But I'll keep you posted if something changes or it starts to do that. Yeah, I've actually had an order on this car that's coming in. It's actually supposed to be here May 13th. By the time I get around to shooting content with it, this one I am going to do paint protection film on. It is a car that I want to keep longer than I have with some of my other cars. But it's supposed to be coming in on May 13th. In Focus Photography, pretty close guess, but definitely want to paint protection film this car. I'm gonna ceramic coat it, do a paint correction, all that stuff myself, but paint protection film I don't feel quite comfortable doing myself just yet. GR Corolla, yeah, I would love that, man. You know, the GR Corolla, I got so tired of playing the dealership game of all of these specialty cars. I came really close to a Type R in Logan before I got the WRX. They wanted $7 grand over sticker. Or no, what did I get them to? $6 grand over sticker? $5 or $6 grand over sticker. In hindsight, that probably would have been still a pretty good deal that I could have probably got my money back out of. But I got tired of playing the game, and GR Corollas, I haven't ever made any calls on any GR Corollas just because I feel like they're going to be next to impossible to try to get. But yeah, I think, I don't know, you know, the GR Corollas, I like the front of them. The back of them, I don't really like as much. But, and I don't know why, but just the name Corolla, I have a hard time just like going, yeah, it's a performance car, but I don't know. I think they're awesome from the reviews that I've seen. I think they're great. I was actually watching, what was the channel last night? I love their channel, Throttle House. I was watching a drag race, and I've seen it before, but it was a drag race between the GR Corolla and the Type R, and they did roll races. The GR Corolla barely beat out the Type R in a drag dig race, and then the Type R beat it in a roll race. So definitely a fun car that I have coming. I've had the order placed since December. It is hard. It is hard waiting for a car after you place the deposit on. I'm actually proud of myself that I've been able to wait this long. I've had other deposits on cars in the past, manual Supras, GR86s, a lot of different cars I've had orders on, and this is the longest I've had to wait for one. Let's see, Jim, I looked at a 2023 Vet at a show Friday night. It was sexy. In Arrest Me Red Black Interior. Yeah, you know, there's so many cars I want, so many cars. So I actually almost bought this car in December of last year. I almost bought it because obviously I didn't have the Super at the time. I still had my Mazda RX-8. I really regret selling my Mazda RX-8. If you're watching this, the guy who I sold it to, you ever want to sell it back to me, I'm game. But I missed my rotary. I was watching Smedia today. How about my buddy ordered a 2SS1LE on March 10th and it's already waiting on shipping? Sheesh, that's fast. This March 10th? Holy cow. Yeah, so I drove this car last December. It was used. It was actually at a Porsche dealership. Let's see. Would you ever go back to a Camaro? Prices for them are crazy right now here in Canada. wow, in Focus. That's crazy. March 10th and it's already like in shipping. That's nuts. Would I go back to a Camaro? Absolutely. I love the platform Camaro. I really love the Camaro because it's such a great blend between the Challenger and Mustang, and you know, and that's kind of why I'm in an interesting spot. Is I kind of feel tough. It feels tough because like the V8s, you know, are somewhat going away. We'll see with the new election. I don't mean to get political, but I think that also determines a lot of where the industry moves to. But do I miss having a V8? Absolutely, a manual V8. The Tremec in the Camaro is the best from a manual standpoint. You have the Tremec in the Challenger, but the Challenger's clutch is so stiff that it's a car that I really don't want to daily or drive too much. It just really wears out your leg. It's like driving an old 70s muscle car. But the Mustang had the lightest clutch, the Camaro's the middle, so I would like to get back to a V8. I don't know what the future holds for the channel, where it'll end up. Before I got the WRX, I did look at Camaros again. I didn't look at going the 1LE route, although the 1LE rims are just so sexy on a Camaro. Like, they are just like the best looking rim. Oh, I love them. But I was looking at just the 2SS, and I even contemplated doing some of the lower trim levels, but the pricing has just gotten crazy. I also looked at Dodge. Yeah, the wheels, honestly, in Focus, that's the only reason I went with the 1LE package. Totally honest. And the performance data recorder, as a YouTuber, that was so fun to have, the performance data recorder. I love that. And, you know, the video quality is okay on it, but the performance data recorder, it was just fun. I miss having that. Yeah, no, I also looked at going with the Dodge Challenger, just an RT shaker. I love the shaker option. You know, I looked at prices of Scat Packs. Guys, I paid $33,000 or 33 or 34 out the door for a brand new 2019 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. I'm looking at like 50 now just for like a base Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. Dodge has just got insane with prices. Mustangs, I had a white Mustang out in California. I was really close on, but it had the MT82, and I kept telling myself, well, maybe my Bullitt wasn't so bad. And then I started remembering, you know, some things I didn't like about it. But it was white with the black top package, and it looked amazing. But if I was going the Mustang route, I was really close to a Mach 1. For those of you who've been following my channel, I flew out to Wyoming in the middle of nowhere, spent a lot of money. I went to the dealership. The car had like a couple thousand miles on it, and it looked like it had, in my opinion, 200,000 miles on it. It just looked beat. They'd sent me a lot of pictures. It was just a lot of miscommunication, and the dealership was really cool. They gave me my money back, but that was $1,000 just going out there to do that. So yeah, I would go back to a Camaro. I wouldn't hesitate going back to a Camaro, and it looks like, you know, they're kind of doing a last hurrah for I believe it's the 2024. They're doing like some heritage edition, so that's definitely going to be interesting to see. So but yeah, for me and the channel, when will I get back to V8s? You know, even like V8s, I was also, cars that I love the looks of, I love the C7 Corvettes. I like them more than the C8s. I thought a white with red interior, leather would look really awesome, and you can still kind of get like the performance data recorder. So I would like a C7 Corvette. I'd even like a GTO, like an 06 GTO, I think would be pretty awesome as well. So I don't know. I need to make more money to probably be able to afford just some different moves. I have considered, for those of you who are here in Utah, I have considered, you know, I'm not a professional auto detailer, not by any means, but I have considered detailing cars, maybe on the weekends. For those of you who are interested, I don't know how many of my subscribers are here in Utah, but definitely would give you guys a great deal. I love detailing cars. It's therapeutic for me, but definitely looking for more ways to make more money, because, you know, I'm not looking to make this a career, although that would be a dream come true. I look to make money to buy the cars that I want. So what I would say is, after this next car I purchase, the next car that I really want and that's been on the radar is a Honda S2000. If you guys haven't driven one of those, you are missing out. one of probably the funnest driving experiences I've ever had. So after this next car, you know, I plan to keep this next car for a lot longer than I have some of my other cars. The WRX, I still, and given where I could even trade it in or get any money for it, I'm probably with the WRX for some time, and that's okay because I'm still loving it and enjoying it. But I'd like to add a third car if I can. And if I had a third car, it would be the Honda S2000. But I keep deviating from my my deposit story. So I actually drove this car that's coming in. I drove it last December. It was at a Porsche dealership. They wanted basically MSRP for the car. It was a 2022, and it had like 1,000 miles on it, 2,000 miles on it, and it was in the color I want. It was in the spec that I want. Drove it, and it just had some rock chips on it and some scratches, and I was like, why am I paying MSRP for a car that I can order and get it brand new? And so I ordered it. Actually, I'm able to get it under MSRP, which I think for these cars is pretty good. So all in all, I think I'm about maybe $1,500, $1,500 or $1,700 under MSRP. So be on the lookout for that. Probably coming later in May, maybe early June. So yeah, anyways, but super pumped. Been having fun. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the videos lately. I really appreciate a lot of the support from all of you, because I know some of you watch this channel because of me. Maybe you're not interested in the cars that I have, and that's okay. I totally understand and respect that. But I have some awesome subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. We'll see if my flight gets delayed anymore. So I'm going to Vegas. If some of you are in the telecom industry and you guys watch my channel, I'll see you guys down there. But I'll be at the Venetian in Las Vegas. I'll be there today through Thursday, and it's our industry specific event. So channel partners in Vegas, if you're there, hit me up, let me know. I'd love to say hi to you, but I don't think I'm big enough to have a lot of people that are probably watching this and work in my industry. But yeah, no, I wanted to do a live. I apologize it's been so long, guys. We moved in a new house. There's really no excuses, but I'm gonna give you my excuse. Moved in a new house. I don't have a lot of my camera equipment, things set up in my office. I don't have anything hung up in my office, and it's just been crazy. I volunteered to coach my daughter's soccer team. We're undefeated, and and I'm enjoying that. And so I've just been busy, you know, with kids, kind of getting ready for like the last month of school. Just been busy with that. I've been really busy with work. I have a great team that I work with, and I love working with them, and they're awesome people. But just been busy, just been crazy. We have, you know, on Saturdays up to 3 to 4 soccer games, so it's definitely been busy. But come June, it'll be a little bit easier. But I apologize, I need to do more of these. And Jim, I know, you know, thank you, brother. Home life always must come first. Let's see, in focus. It's hard to get the detailing started up. I tried, but didn't put a lot of time to try and get word out. I did 4 coatings so far. Safe flight. Thanks, WRX Panda. Yeah, in focus. Might need to pick your brain. You know, you know, when it comes to auto detailing, for me, it's therapeutic. I like detailing my own cars. Detailing somebody else's car, I think, is an enjoyable too. But for me, if I could just do maybe 1 car a Saturday, you know, and maybe make, I don't know, $200 to $400 a month, that's really all I'm looking for. Because I have a full-time job during the week, and sometimes it bleeds into the weekends and late nights. You know, and I've built up my Instagram, so I have Gone in 60 Detailing. You know, we're like at 2,600 followers now, so I'm trying to build up that following. The only thing that's tough is, like, you know, if I put like my company online, if I put that, hey, we're open, like, I want to ease into it really slow, like, and I just, you know, I don't think that a ton of people are just going to, you know, let's see, yeah, I'd be happy doing one coating a month. I charge $675 for that, so that's plenty of cash from 1 day a month. And see, and that's kind of how I look at it too. It's like, you know, I'm probably not at the point where I need to get better at paint correction before I feel like I would charge somebody for a ceramic coating. In focus, I know you're great at doing that. I've gotten a lot better. You know, obviously this is the first new paint I've tackled on a paint correction. I've tackled some older cars, but the more I do it, the more I just realize You know, prices of supplies, like everything else, is insane. Let's see, kids sports is a time sucker, but it's worth it for their sake as well as you being a proud parent. Yeah, it definitely is. You know, this is the first team I've coached. My daughter's on it, and I've loved it. I've enjoyed it. You know, I'm a big golfer. I've missed out on rounds with my friends golfing on Saturdays, but I wouldn't trade it. I'm someone that when it comes to like my kids' activities, I will choose that first over anything else I have going on, unless it's something work related that I can't get out of. Obviously, you know, job, I have to pay the bills, I have to take care of the family. So definitely been fun, but I think I need to get a little bit better at paint correcting before I could charge for a ceramic coating and that. But that would be kind of the way to go, because really, if you look at the materials and doing that, it's just a lot of time from decon to doing it. But this last on my WRX, I don't know how many hours I was maybe into it, from washing it to decon to clay bar to isopropyl alcohol to ceramic coating. I don't know, I was probably maybe 4 or 5 hours into it. Remember, you don't need to correct paint to coat, just a proper decon. If they're cool with the paint condition, go for it. That's true. You know, because really at the end of the day, ceramic coating, it depends, I guess, if customers want their, you know, scratches removed or how deep they want it removed. So that's definitely something I'm looking into. I'm probably planning on starting that this June, because what I would really ultimately like to do is, like I told you guys, any money I make from this channel, I use that money to get cars and to afford car parts. That's all it's for. I love cars. I love cars and enjoy having them. So definitely looking at doing that. Follow me, subscribe to my detailing channel. I have a video coming out today at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. It was actually on one of my seats. My daughter's soccer cleats scratched up the seat really bad. She didn't mean to, and it just kind of left a lot of fray and some different stuff. So I actually found a great way to try and tackle that. So yeah, definitely a lot of exciting things. I actually have 3 new t-shirt designs. If you guys have bought a t-shirt for me, I apologize. I've bought some of my t-shirts. The quality of them have been okay. I don't think they've been great, so I'm looking for a new t-shirt vendor. So if you're watching this, don't go buy a t-shirt. It's very kind of those of you that have. But I actually have 3 new t-shirt designs that are done that I actually think are pretty awesome. They're pretty sweet, and I need to find a new company to do my t-shirts. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm hoping by June I kind of have my lives back up again. I have, you know, some t-shirts and some merchandise out there for you guys to be able to purchase if you want. And honestly, a lot of it is for me. I like my brand. I like what I stand for. I like the cars that I have. Thanks, Infocus. I appreciate it, brother. Actually, now that I think about it, I need to have some type of like a detailing shirt. I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, my detailing channel is doing all right. I got just over 1,000 subscribers and doing okay. So overall in a good place. Overall super happy, super pumped. Zip up sweatshirt is great quality. Okay, that's good to know. I'm really picky, because like I don't want you guys to buy stuff and then, you know, and then you don't like it or not happy with it. But I have some new designs. I'll try to send them on my Instagram, because if I can't do it, but what you're gonna find is the Gone in 60 logo really is just very minimal in these designs. It's almost more like text, but it's more like you know, I have one t-shirt that says night shifts, and it's kind of got like a manual kind of theme to it. And so yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty fun. In Focus, I also got 2 more coatings coming up. My buddy's 1 Elite and my other buddy's X4. Maybe we'll try on them. What ceramic coating are you doing on those In Focus? Would love to know your brand. Yeah, I used Avalon King for my car, and what's kind of interesting is some people have had really good results with Avalon King and some people haven't. So far, I've actually done great. It's actually been good. But it's only been maybe a month since I've had it on there, so I did 2 coats. I'm hoping it lasts, but some people have been hit or miss on an Avalon King. It seems like is it Car Pro or CK Quartz Pro? I can't remember. Seems to be like one of like a really good one. Depends on what they want. I'm probably going to go with the new DIY coatings they just released compared to all the other stuff I've used. Yeah, I've been watching them on Instagram, because let's see, Listener Jim, I'm getting ready to use Adam Ceramic Coating. On your detailing channel, you should offer detailing bundles for us in different states and add a free t-shirt. I like that, WRX Panda. I think that's a great idea. I used CarPro Quartz 3.0 3 years ago. Didn't like it. Okay. Or 3.0 years ago, didn't like it. Good to know. Yeah, let me know how you like the In Focus. Let me know how you like their ceramic coatings, because I've been impressed with them. One thing I was going to ask you, In Focus, for interior detailers, do you like their kind of interior detailer? You know, I've seen some manufacturers have kind of like almost like a ceramic a ceramic detailer for the interior, for like the plastics and that. I'm curious to see like how if you've liked some of their products on it, but I definitely want to give, I actually am thinking on the next car that I polish, my next car that's coming in, to use their pad and polish. I've seen good reviews on that, so I'm definitely looking to do that. Yep, I have their ceramic interior on all Camaro interior. Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Let me know if you like that. But love detailing cars, love trying out new products. I'll keep you guys posted on Avalon King. What I'm planning on probably doing on my detailing channel is probably every month to maybe 2 months, I'll just do like a quick wash video just for you guys to be able to see like how are the water properties. Let's see, I have the pad and polish, and it's what I use on all my details. Yep, everything they have, I've been really impressed by. In Focus, are they based in Utah? I feel like they're based in Utah. I watched one of their Instagram reels, and I could swear that DIY Detail is based here in Utah from what I saw. Yep, they are. Okay. Yeah, I thought they are, because I was like really excited to maybe like go see them. There's actually a detailing store here in Utah for some of my folks here, that Budco Detailing. It's great. They have a lot of PNS stuff. I don't think they have DIY detail in there, but it's been a few months since I've been in there. But I need to go in there. Maybe I might do like a video, kind of me going in the store and like checking it out. I do want to do some detailing videos for like, hey, if you go into AutoZone, you know, and you have $100, what are the products you should buy, or Walmart. I've seen some other detailers do that. I think that's kind of fun. So I might do a video like that in the future. But yeah, I have some detailing videos coming up on my detailing channel. I have ceramic coated my wheels, have that video coming out today. And then I can't remember, and then I think I have my first wash with my Avalon King ceramic coating. So detailing, I love detailing. It's a lot of fun. But you know, interesting things in the car world. Let's talk a little bit kind of car industry. If you guys like my opinion on car industry stuff, let me know. Let's see, WRX Panda, what's next for the WRX? So, you know, what's next for the WRX? I'm kind of in the middle of deciding that. I like the looks of the exterior right now. Obviously, I did the Noble wing on the back. I have new wheels. I think I probably want to lower it just a little bit. I don't want to slam it, but I want to lower it. There's some interior modifications that I want to do. Depending on how long I have this car, depends on if I'm going to modify it or not. You know, for me, my tastes are a little bit different. I'm kind of like an OEM plus type look guy. I think it's kind of like tattoos a little bit. When somebody gets a tattoo, then all of a sudden it spreads all the way up their arm, then their back, then their face. It's like, I think it's the same with people modifying and doing things to cars. Sometimes they go overboard, but if you like it, that's what you enjoy it. So looks wise, I almost have it where I want it. There's a couple other things, you know, I may be considering some side skirts or some front lips. I have the axle back exhaust from Remark on it. Right now it's just debating on whether I want to tune it or not, because I'd love to get an intake on it. As I've come familiar with Subarus, you can't get an intake without tuning them. It's detrimental, and there's a lot of other brands that you can get away with doing that, but Subaru's not one. So, you know, I think there's some cool modifications, like the red STI kind of stop-start button, I think is cool. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of deciding. I'm still kind of enjoying the car in its stock form. One thing I need to do, WRX Panda, if you're watching, is I need to do some sound deadening in my passenger side door. The car for the most part is like really solid, but I need to do some sound and kind of dead dampening in my passenger side door. It just rattles, it bugs me, so probably bring you guys along for that. But like In Focus said, a tune really wakes these cars up, and what's great with this platform is they're a lot more susceptible to modifications. And so I just need to determine kind of long term, because I know this next car I'm getting I'm going to hang on to for a while. and maybe some of you can roast me when I sell that car pretty quick, but it's not my plan to. I need to figure out what I'm doing with the WRX moving forward. So right now I've done several modifications that I've wanted to do. Obviously would love to get some more turbo sounds. I'd love to get a little bit more power out of the car, but even in stock form, this car it's still pretty fun. I want to go rip it through some canyons. Let's see, people go overboard on carbon fiber stick-ons. Some, yeah, the entire car, no. I agree. You know, I think a lot of cars from the factory look pretty good. They just need a couple things like wheels, you know, maybe ride height, maybe a couple, you know, carbon fiber parts. So, you know, maybe I'll throw some polls out there of what you guys think I should do to it. I'm excited for you guys to see some pictures, and I'll try to throw some pictures up on Instagram this week if I can. But I'm excited for you guys to see what the car looks like now with wheels, because I think you're maybe starting to see the vision. So I ended up going with kind of a more, they call it like hyper black. It's really looks kind of more like a silver color, but I didn't want to have to paint the brake calipers on this car. I painted brake calipers on some of my other cars. I wanted this wheel style. I was going to go with bronze, but I ended up going with the hyper black. The reason I didn't go with bronze is because if I went with bronze, I felt like I would have had to paint the brake calipers, because you would have had silver next to bronze. It doesn't look good. Now you kind of got like silver against silver, and actually it looks really good. I'm very, very pleased with how it looks. I kept the stock tires on. My wheels are 18 by 8.5 and 35 millimeter offset, and it's almost perfect. Like it literally, like the edge of the tire is like flush with the side of the car. So go check out my Instagram. You guys can kind of see what some of those pictures look like. But yeah, the tune is what's debating it. But I got to figure out kind of what's next. But back to kind of car industry topics. If you guys miss me talking about like the car industry in general, leave a comment below. Let me know. You know, I kind of stopped doing that just because you know, there's some YouTubers that's all they do. Is they're just they're in their backyard, they're in their office, wherever, and they're just like, hey, this is a news article that was released. So if you guys would like that content, I could mix it in. I don't think I'd make it, you know, kind of a big focus, but if you guys are curious to get my opinions about some of the stuff, let's do it. So but let's do it now. Let me talk about a few things that I know of, some different things, or things that I have seen and want to give my opinions on. So let's talk Dodge. Demon 170, absolutely loved it. I really don't have a lot to say other than well done, Dodge. That was a move that I think was a great move for Dodge, that I'm really pleased and happy that they did that. The Demon 170, you know, just like if you guys want to watch an interesting video, the video on dealer and markup was great. Thanks WRX Panda, appreciate that, man. The Demon 170 is awesome, where it can, I think it's running in the high 8s, 8.97. Jay Leno's Garage, Tim Kaniskis came on Jay Leno's Garage. If you guys want to watch a cool video on the Demon 170, I actually like a lot of stuff that they covered, but there's so many cool things in there, like depending on your ethanol blend, the Uconnect system, it can kind of determine that, and it can pull horsepower and timing out. Like, Dodge, you did it right. Like, that was a way to go out, and I love everything about that car. It's a drag car on the streets, that just how they could calibrate it and what they could do. And they talked about, you know, they really rebuilt a lot of the engine. They really built so many things to like make it awesome. And so I wasn't a fan of some of the other sticker packages. Hey, thank you, Ian. Love the content. Keep it going strong. I will. You know, I've been doing this now 3 years. I'm not going anywhere. Whether I make money doing this thing or not, we're going to push ahead, and I'm going to be who I've always been. But I really appreciate the support. Comments like those always keep me going. But Demon 170, go check out Jay Leno's Garage. There's a cool video on it. But I was disappointed in some of the sticker packages that they had just across the different models, you know, the Ghost and also all the other different ones that they did. Wasn't a fan of it, don't like it. There was one Charger that they actually made some modifications to that I thought was cool. I believe it's the purple one. I don't remember too well on it, but Demon 170 Dodge, if that's your last combustion, like type Demon, Hellcat type offering, you did it right. Now, Dodge is raking in the cash. They are just, you know, it's just, I don't know. The sticker package is not a fan of. Dodge, your pricing has gotten out of hand. I think in some ways, Dodge, you did right. Well, you absolutely did right on the Demon 170. Great send off, but I think you've upset a lot of your customers because you guys are just cash cowing your entire lineup in your business. Like what the Charger and Challengers are about is big horsepower. It's always been about that big horsepower, big torque, and it's also been affordability. Like if you compare that to the Camaros and Mustangs, Dodge, you're over, they've raised their prices significantly on them, and dealer markups. Until some of these manufacturers get better control of the dealerships, it's really frustrating. And I think you've upset a lot of Dodge fans. All these last call cars, like, there's some Hellcat owners for the Durango that's suing Dodge. I'm sure some Demon owners are going to be suing Dodge because they keep saying, oh, this is the last one, this is the last one. After a while, people stop believing that, and I worry I worry they've upset some people, but it's a business, I get it, but way to go on the Demon 170. That was awesome. And Tim Kuniskis, it's cool to see you still like engaged and still like part of the community. I think that's really cool. Let's see. Yeah, he did say that, hey, we can try to control markup. It's not. They're all, I don't know. I would think that even inventory now, like what are we, like 3 years now since COVID happened? I think some dealers are realizing, hey, you keep inventory low, we can keep the MSRP high. And I don't completely believe it. Tesla's doing it right in terms of the model that they have. Let's talk about Chevy, Camaro. They're kind of doing a final send off, heritage type edition. I do worry it's going to be some of the similar stuff. What's so sad with Chevy is Chevy should be dominating just as much as Dodge is, just as much as Ford is, but I don't think Chevy cares to dominate with the Camaro. Sure, they want to dominate with the Corvette, but the Camaro's just always kind of been like a middle child for Chevy, or even just a stepchild. And so, not going to be a lot of updates. I wish, Chevy would update, the interior, do some different things to it, get people excited about it, but that's a car that could have sold a lot better than they did with marketing, and I know I've talked a lot about it, but it is tempting. ZL1 I still think is just an amazing car. I kick myself because I remember I could get a manual Hellcat for like in the high 50s, and I remember I could get a manual ZL1 in like the low 60s. If the prices return to that, which I don't think they will, I would be all in on getting a ZL1 manual Camaro. Like, I would get that over a Hellcat like any day. I love it. But yeah, Chevy, they're still there. I haven't been paying too close attention to getting cars, but obviously, someone on here, they ordered their car March, it's coming soon, so maybe Chevy's ramping up production. It is very tempting to get a Camaro before they stop making them. Ford, Ford, I applaud Ford. They're still kind of carrying that V8 badge. They're still carrying the Mustang through. I think you're going to have, several more years of V8 Mustang. And so, guys, as we criticize the brands, whether you're a Ford guy, a Chevy guy, or a Dodge guy, a turbo guy, a supercharger guy, a 4-cylinder, an 8-cylinder, it's not about 4-cylinder versus 8-cylinder anymore. It's not about Dodge versus Chevy versus Ford anymore. It's about internal combustion engines versus EVs, plain and simple. I don't care if you're a manual guy, I don't care if you're an automatic guy. We need to appreciate the enthusiast cars that we have. We need to try to buy them, but the problem is they're making it so hard to buy them. But guys, the more like companies like Ford continues to make the Mustang, the longer it could keep Camaro or Dodge in the hunt. And competition, high tide raises all boats, and so competition is a good thing. And so, and I also think it's important, when we have this next election coming up, on who you vote for. It's really important. I'm sorry, and I'm going to get political on this. The Democrats, if you look back to Barack Obama, as you look at Joe Biden, they want to, and I'm going to be very cautious in what I say, but because I don't want to make this a political channel, but they've been very adamant about driving this EV change forward. And I don't believe it's the best thing for us. I think between resources, between costs, if you look at next time you go get gas in your car, go look at the pump and look at the sticker on it. the taxes that you pay on gas pay for roads. They pay for roads to be created, roads to be fixed. And, you know, when people talk about, you know, petroleum, when they talk about gas, when they talk about all of that, the dash in your car is made from that. They're made from fossil fuels. Like, there's so many things. Just go Google fossil fuels and what it creates for us. Like, EV should not be the focus for the industry, and they've suffocated these dealers or manufacturers to pump out EV, and the technology's not there. It'll get there, it'll get a lot better, but guys, it's no longer brand versus brand, it's internal combustion versus EV. And if you're a Democrat, that's totally fine. I totally support that, but they are not pushing whatsoever to have internal combustion engines go. Barack Obama started the Cash for Clunkers program. Biden obviously is going to follow in the same suit, but Barack put really strict regulations on manufacturers, along with the EPA, that they had to get so many miles per gallon on their cars, and which is a good thing. That's not bad. And then, you know, Biden has just pushed it further. And so, you know, it's something that's really important on who you vote for, guys. If you care about cars, if you care about the car industry, obviously there's so many greater principles that a president stands for. It's much bigger than us as car people, but it's really important. I do believe if you vote Republican, I do believe, in my opinion, that they will still push EV initiatives forward, but they're also going to push fossil fuels forward too. They're not going to shut pipelines down, because just wait till gas prices hit the summer. They're going to be extremely high again. But what you'll notice with all the inflation in our economy, interest rates for houses, interest rates for cars, gas prices, what you're magically going to see is come next fall, not this fall, next fall, just magically, inflation is going to slow down, interest prices are going to come down, gas prices are going to come down. Just you watch. They won't be as high as they are now when the election happens next fall. I almost guarantee it. So anyways, I'm sorry, political rant, it's live. I can say, do whatever I want, but you know, anyways, so definitely a fun time. You know, there's cars like the GR Corolla. I would get a Type R over a GR Corolla, hands down. I just would. I like the looks of them. I think they're more capable. I'm really curious to see how the 3-cylinder Corolla holds up. They have 100 horsepower per cylinder. Toyota's not been very known recently, if you follow the Tundra and some other cars, for reliability. But yeah, Honda Civic Type R, totally would get a Golf R if I could. I still like the GTI a lot. Other cars, obviously the GR86, the BRZs, I think are awesome. There's still a lot of fun cars out there. I think the Miatas are awesome. If you guys are into Miatas, I think they're great. But anyways, guys, I just want to do this quick video. I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate you guys and how much I love that you guys watch my content. I am who I am. I'm real. I sometimes have good days. I sometimes have bad days, but I want to be a YouTuber that's real. I want to, I just want to be real with you guys. Just want to be, just want to be true to who I am, share my opinion, share my thoughts. I don't know everything about cars. I don't know everything about auto detailing, but what I know is I have a passion for them. I enjoy them. I love doing YouTube. I really enjoy it. But really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for just giving me a thumbs up. Thanks for giving me a comment. It means a lot. I hope you guys have a great week, and thanks. We'll catch you on the next video. See you guys.